The rain is imminent. We have a 100% chance for a little bit, so I want to get out here, and I've got a big bag of carrots and apples for the babies. The babies are already coming up here behind me. You can see they hear me talking. Look at them coming up here. I'm not even inside there yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bag put on, get it ready, and see if I can get in there and and feed my babies and take a look at Prince Charming there behind me. Look at those antlers. Are they growing? Are they growing or what? We've actually got a lot of rain forecast here for the first couple of, well, really the first 15 or 20 days of June. We've got a lot of rain forecast. A lot of rain forecast for the first 15 or 20 days. And they're talking about, like right now, maybe, look how pretty some of these girls are getting in here. Maybe right now, perhaps as much as 5 inches for the week. 5 inches for the week. I'm going to lay that up against that fence there. Get this fastened back. I don't think anybody will go anywhere while I'm feeding them. I could probably leave the gate wide open. If they did, they'd come back. This is their home and they love it. Hi, baby. Hi. Look at this right here. Look at this. This is my wild child. She's such a lover. Look at Prince Charming. Split ears. Prince Charming. Look at those antlers. Look at those antlers. Aren't they something? Aren't they something? Okay, I'm going to walk down here just a little bit. Hi, baby. Hi, big boy. Hi, big boy. Hi there, big boy. You pretty boy. Boy, look at those antlers. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on down here a little bit. I fed them a big bunch. Look over there. Look over there at Casper. Look at his antlers. Isn't that something? I fed them a big bunch of stuff, well, salad making stuff that we had, and some onions that we got out of the garden. One of those onions that we looked at here the other day, that Apache brought down. I cleaned them all up and ate some of them last night. They're very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Y'all don't want to look at me, I know. You want to look at the babies eating. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Wild child, wild child. How about an apple, wild child? Wild child gets up here, but then just won't take it. Wild child. Hey there, baby. Is this special? Is this special? Look at these. Wild child, please get something to eat. Wild child she's so particular. I gave her an apple there and she liked it a lot. Hi, baby. You just have to force it into her mouth. You don't have to force it into your mouth, do it, big boy, huh? I'll get back there, maybe she'll eat some off the ground. These three right here, Split Ear and Rose and Prince Charming, they just, and Wild Child now is eating off the ground. She just would rather eat off the ground, I think. There was something back there to some of the other children. I swear that white doe does not look like she's got babies. She's not very fat at all. And Prince Charming, whichever one, I think I had her with Casper. Everybody gets to eat. Everybody gets to eat. Yeah, everybody gets to eat. What about apple? I just don't think that doe, she just doesn't look fat enough to me to have a baby. I think we may not have a white baby this year. You big boy, or he got 2 carrots that time. He got 2 carrots. Do you see that? 2 carrots. Getting Wild Child. She'd rather eat off the ground, but I got her here beside me, and she's putting some right down in front of her. She's eating it. Every piece will be eaten. You need to get your summer coat on, girl. Look at Prince Charming. I'm about out, guys and girls. I'm about out. I'm about out, guys and girls. Yeah. You're such a pretty big old boy. Yes, you are. That little buck right there. He's going to have a pretty nice little 6-point on his very first antlers. I might have to... I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. One piece of apple now. Give that to you, Split Ear. You're such a good girl. She's an old girl. That's it, Betty. That's it. That's all I got. That's it. That's it. All right, before they get carried away here, let me kind of turn the camera around, see if I can get some good close-ups of those antlers. How close do you want? How close do you want? That's not zoomed at all. He's right there. See if we dropped any on the ground. Get a good look at his antlers. You can see how they're growing there. Pink antlers. And while Casper's up close, we'll get a close look at him as well. Zoom in on him a little bit there. He'll hold his head steady there. You can see that he's going to have a really good set of antlers as well. They're growing very, very well. Other little buck in there, you can take a look at him at the same time we're looking at antlers. You can see that he's probably going to be a 6-point, maybe an 8-point. And now look at that girl there, and she just doesn't look fat enough for me to have a big enough belly to have babies. So maybe that's not going to happen. You know, deer are just like people. They don't all have babies, and sometimes they have difficulty. We've got he's coming. He's licking my fingers. He's licking my fingers. Got it backed off him. Oh my goodness! Isn't that something? Isn't that something? That is those blue eyes, big blue eyes. There's a good close look at that little buck up here, really, really close. You can see that that's his first antlers, and he's going to be a pretty good one. I'm not going to let him out for a while until maybe this fall. I don't know. I may wait till after the rut. I don't know. We have such bad luck with them when we let them out of the pens. It seems like we need to let them get completely full adults before we let them out. Of course, even with Forrest, 4 years old, we lost him during the rut. I guess we haven't seen him come around. He still could be alive. We don't have any proof that we don't have any proof at all that him or little Whitey was killed or run off. We don't have any. They may still be alive. We don't have any way one way or the other. Of course, obviously, if they got outside the high fence, which deer have a tendency to be able to do, they could have been taken by hunters. It was deer season when they were let out. Or when they were out. Forrest has been out for a couple of years. But he's got a lot of youngins running around. There's no doubt about that. He was very, very aggressive with girls and very, very amorous. So I think he did a really, really, really good job. Hopefully, we had a couple of does in here that was just laying around. Hopefully they're getting close to having their babies. If they had the carrots, they're going to go wash their carrots down with a little water. So that was really kind of nice right there. Try to get all this. Quit sprinkling. It was sprinkling on me a minute ago, and the sun's come out. But there is definitely 100% chance of rain on the way. Thunder boomers, large hail, damaging winds, 70-some-odd mile-an-hour winds they're talking about. As long as they don't get running around in a circle, I think we'll be fine. That sure is a pretty girl. I wish she would have some babies, but I'm just not sure. Rains are coming today, and so are the deer. Those deer headed up there to get them a little breakfast this morning. We've just got to start seeing babies, more babies any day now. Chris pointed that one out at there across over the way by the and following his mama, but she hasn't brought it up around the house. You see a couple of nice bucks out there fighting with each other, trying to establish dominance around the food. 5 beautiful, beautiful deer out there this morning. As I look, I see another one coming in there. So that'll make at least a half a dozen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. 2, 4, 5, 6, and that one coming in from out there is 7. Oh yeah, bucks and does both. Won't be long till one of them brings its little baby up there. They hide them out. They move around with them in the woods some. They hide them out. Pretty good little bunch of deers. We have rains coming. 4 or 5 inches of rains over the next few days, the way they're talking. It may not happen right here, but it's going to be pretty much all over the state of Oklahoma, depending on where you are when the big downpours occur. It could be quite a bit. It might not be much. Obviously, most of Oklahoma does not need rain right now, but definitely don't stop praying for rain. No matter how much it rains. I wonder if Noah said that. Noah said, you guys better pray that this rain stops, but it won't make any difference. This rain is not going to stop for 40 days. Downpours for 40 days. But God promised that would never happen again. So no matter how much rain we have, we don't have to worry about that 40 days again. Getting after that South Fresh deer food. 7 of them out there, I think. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's exactly right. Sometimes you'll be watching and counting, and all of a sudden there'll be 8 or 9. It's a pretty good little bunch of deer right there this morning. Beautiful to watch. Beautiful to anticipate. Babies. Got to get babies any day now. I turn to walk away, just what I was talking about. Let me see what I've got. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's 9 out there. Get behind the trees, it's hard to count. 1, 2, 3. Those had not had her babies. 1, 2, 3 there at least. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I swear there was 9 there a minute ago. You see, as they walk behind the trees and stuff, it's hard to tell. Oh yeah, there's 2 back there. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, sir, there's 9 there. Yeah, the 9th one was back behind that tree in the feeder. 9, almost getting to double digits this morning. Okay, one more shows up. He's not going to get counted. Sorry about that. Okay, guys and girls, I came out to feed. I had a big bowl of big pan salad over there, and I came out to feed it to the deer, and I've actually got it all up in there. You can see they're eating. But I went ahead and shined my spotlight around down here. And see, Casper's got up moving around. He's looking good. And we got some big rains coming tonight, maybe throughout the week. But I shined my light down there, and look at what I found. Looky there. You see that? I don't want to scare it too badly. But move down there. That's a newborn. That's the very first one of 2025. She is so tiny and so beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous. Let me get around here if I can take a little good look at her. I'm gonna look around and see if she got a brother or sister around here. She actually stood up a minute ago. Look at that. Look at that. Is that precious, huh? See, I don't know if I can hold the light and zoom and do everything at once here. A little more light on her. Zoom in there. There she is. That's the first baby. I keep saying she. We don't know it's a she. I'm going to have to send Apache a text and tell him because he's been waiting. She finally shows up here the night of June 5th, 4th, almost June 5th. I'm going to call her June 5th. I'm going to name it little, if it's a little girl, I'm going to name it Chris because that's the first one of 2025. Chris had her stroke April 5. And so this is 50 months. We might name her 50. instead of Chris. It might be a boy anyway. I don't know what it is, but where is it? There he is. Look at that. He was standing up when I come in here. He stood up and looked around. But that's Precious right there. And that's it. I don't know whose baby it is. I don't have to see the mama around, but I'm going to watch the storms because we sure don't want it to drown in all of this rain we got coming. Supposed to have 4 more inches this week. So we'll see what happens. Hello, 5-0. I love baby deer. Oh, I love baby deer. I think that this is probably as good a way as any to end this week's video, is have deer and turkey in the yard. You know, I was looking at deer and turkey. Jimmy, those look like geese. You know, they do have a pretty close resemblance to geese, don't they? I actually saw the geese out there and did not see that deer until I walked over here by the door. We'll zoom in and take a look at everybody. You can see that these geese over there are finally beginning to get some color. That's our mom and daddy. There's 4 geese, Canada geese, and they've got, they're getting some color in their tail finally. They're beginning to look like geese. We look over at the other bunch, and it's pretty hard to tell the difference between mom and daddy and everybody else. Everybody else has got really, really big as well. I haven't counted this morning, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, that's a baby. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if I'm getting 10 there or not. Anyway, it's a great way to end this week's video. Y'all have a great one. Fish lucky. And remember, I sure do love you.